Let's go back to the 2010s decade of Major League Baseball. This decade saw the rise of superstars like Mike Trout, Bryce Harper, and Mookie Betts. In this decade, we saw the final games of iconic players like Derek Jeter, Roy Halladay, and Alex Rodriguez. We even saw the birth of a dynasty with the San Francisco Giants winning 3 championships in 5 years. But today, I want to go back to the start of the decade and reset everything. I'm here on MLB 10 The Show, which is actually the highest rated MLB The Show game of all time. I'm going into franchise mode, and I'm gonna be doing a fantasy draft and completely resetting MLB. And I'm gonna be taking control of one of these 30 MLB teams, so let's see what team the wheel gives me today. It looks like I'm taking control of the Padres. Now, the goal for this video is to win the World Series within 3 seasons with this Padres team that I draft, and I can only make 2 trades per season, as well as 1 major free agent signing in each offseason. And if I can't win the World Series within 3 years, I will be giving away a PSN and an Xbox card to you guys in the comments. All right, everything is set up. We're ready to go. I really hope I can get a good pick in this fantasy draft. Come on, give me like a top 10 pick. Oh, I have the number 2 pick. Granted, I'm gonna have to wait a long time between my picks, but you know what? The number 2 overall pick is huge. I could go Jose Reyes. I could go Alex Rodriguez, coming off an 09 World Series win. He's 34 years old, so he is getting a little bit older, but the age doesn't really bother me in this because I only have a 3-year window to complete my goal. So it's not like I'm looking at this as too much of a long-term thing and A-Rod is going to be one of the best players. Or I could go with Jose Reyes and just get that cornerstone shortstop. You know what I mean? You know what? I'm going to go with Jose Reyes. I'm going to draft him as my first pick. And yeah, now I have to wait a very long time to pick again. That's what happens when you have a high pick like that, man. Who else do we have available? I want to take another position player before I go with before I go with my first pitcher, I should say. Hunter Pence is available. Nelson Cruz. Curtis Granderson. He actually looks really good, dude. Damn. You got Manny as a Dodger. Matt Holliday. I already have my shortstop. Ryan Zimmerman is an interesting one here. You also have Dustin Pedroia available. Like, it almost feels worth it for me to take Pedroia just because I'm a little bit worried about the depth at second base. As I'm saying that, I'm seeing Robinson Cano here as well, so I actually probably can wait on second base. You know what? I think I'm going to go with Ryan Zimmerman. I think he's going to be my second pick. And the nice thing is now I can pick again. And I think this is where I'm going to take my first starting pitcher. We've got Josh Beckett, Gallardo, Zambrano, Cole Hamels, and Cliff Lee. There are some good arms available, but I'm kind of thinking I'm going to take Josh Beckett. I'm going to go ahead and grab him. He's going to be the ace of my rotation. You have Jacoby Ellsbury available, 26 years old. You've got Granderson, Adam Jones, a 23-year-old Andrew McCutchen. But I think I'm going to go ahead and pick up Curtis Granderson. He's going to be my center fielder. You know what? Let's add to the rotation. I'm going to grab Scott Kazmir. As far as my next pick, I feel like Jacoby Ellsbury would be pretty good. I could go with Matsui once again. Just he's an older player, but still has good hitting attributes. Or I could go with somebody at second base. Maybe grab a big power bat at first base like Big Papi. You know what? Let's do it. Let's get David Ortiz on the team as my first baseman. Let me go ahead and grab Jacoby Ellsbury for a corner outfield spot. Next up, I'm gonna take my 3-starter, Jeff Weaver. Not Jared Weaver. Jeff Weaver is here. Once again, I could go with an older guy like Andy Pettit. That wouldn't be the end of the world. I already have 2 guys under 30 in my rotation anyway. Let's do it, man. Let's take Andy Pettit. Let's get a veteran in the rotation. I still need a catcher. I need a second baseman and another outfielder to fill out my starters. You know what, dude? Let's grab Mike Napoli. Let's have him be my catcher. I want to grab a middle infielder this round. I could also go with a shortstop that could like play second base. I feel like Steven Drew wouldn't be a bad pick at all right here. You got Juan Uribe, Gordon Beckham, Jose Lopez, only 26 years old. But I think I'm going to go with Steven Drew. I'm going to grab him. He's got pretty good even attributes, and I think he'll be a pretty solid middle infielder. And now I just need an outfielder just to get my starters basically completed. I need a right fielder, but I don't necessarily need it to be right field primary. You got Jay Bruce, only 22. You've got Chris Young. You've got Angel Pagan, Mark DeRosa, Travis Snyder, Eric Burns. Dude, I haven't seen some of these names in so long. Look, you got Old Man Griffey. I'm kind of leaning towards Jay Bruce. I don't know why. Nick Swisher wouldn't be terrible, but I'm kind of leaning towards Jay Bruce. Let's add him. Now, I don't have a single relief pitcher yet. I feel like I should probably add one or two here at this point. Ooh, but we got Pat Neshek. Yeah, let's go with Pat Neshek. And then I can add another reliever here. Do I just take the 42-year-old closer? I mean, I'm only going to have him for probably 1 year, but he looks like he could still get the job done for a year. Yeah, you know what? I don't really have relievers yet. Let's take the best reliever available. Let's add another starting pitcher. Let's add Anibal Sanchez, and then we'll get another pick pretty much right away. Let's get Pedro Feliciano for the bullpen. And you know what? I've made 15 picks. I'm just going to go ahead and let it auto draft from here on out. So this is the lineup we have. It honestly looks pretty good. Jose Reyes, Ellsbury, Zimmerman, Bruce, Granderson, Ortiz, Steven Drew, Mike Napoli, and Salvatore Pulido. Not really sure who that guy is. We got a pretty good rotation with Beckett, Casimir, Pettit, Sanchez. Bullpen is okay. I mean, I'm not really too worried about the bullpen, honestly. If I need to add pieces through trades or whatever, I'll do it. But let's see what some of these other rosters look like. So the Giants got Roy Halladay, Joey Votto, Wainwright, Ibanez. Baltimore Orioles have Ryan Howard and Chris Carpenter. The Red Sox have Josh Hamilton, Agon, Vlad Guerrero. The Yankees have an interesting roster. Their best player is Rafael Soriano in the bullpen. What? Somehow the Rays still ended up with Evan Longoria. They also have Houston Street. They got 42-year-old John Smoltz. The Blue Jays have Jose Valverde, Mark Reynolds, Giovanni Gallardo, Brian Roberts. The White Sox got Mark Teixeira, Torrey Hunter, and Brian Wilson. The Cleveland Indians ended up with A-Rod as their #1 pick. Tigers got Jason Bay, Dan Herron, Mike Gonzalez. You got the Royals with Ryan Braun and Todd Helton and Shane Victorino. Damn, dude, the Twins' 1-2 punch in their rotation is insane. Zach Greinke and Felix Hernandez with K-Rod in to be the closer. The Angels have Matt Kemp, Manny Ramirez, and Justin Upton. The A's got Jonathan Papelbon, Aramis Ramirez. The Mariners got Tim Lincecum. They were the #1 pick. The Rangers have CeCe Sabathia, Maglia Ordonez, Brandon Phillips. They look pretty good, at least at the top. The Braves have Johan Santana and David Wright. Miguel Cabrera is back with the Marlins, and they have Josh Johnson. So the Marlins honestly kind of look pretty familiar. The Nationals got Hanley, Lance Berkman, Matt Holliday, Ethier. The Mets have Carlos Beltran again, Cole Hamels, Jared Weaver. The Phillies have Derek Jeter, Kevin Youkilis, Cliff Lee, Hunter Pence. I kind of like the Phillies. Broxton, Matt Cain, Pedroia on the Cubs. You got Joe Mauer on the Reds with Mariano in the bullpen. The Astros got Ichiro. Remember, the Astros are in the NL Central in this game. I don't think they moved to the AL West until, I think, 2013, 15, somewhere around there. The Brewers have Jake Peavy, Jason Worth. The Pirates have Tulowitzki, Verlander, and Oswalt. Joe Nathan, Jimmy Rollins on the Cardinals. Prince Fielder and Billy Wagner on the D-backs with Grady Sizemore. Albert Pujols in Colorado, he's gonna have 65 home runs. The Dodgers got Chase Utley. Of course they did. And Chipper Jones and Carl Crawford. And they still ended up with a young Clayton Kershaw. This is gonna be a fun 3 seasons. But I think it's time to get this started. I'm gonna go ahead and simulate up until the All-Star break. We'll see where the team is, see if we need to make any trades to improve the roster, and go from there. Actually, before we start the simulation, I just want to get into a little bit of gameplay just to kind of see what MLB 10 looks like. Because remember, this is the highest rated MLB The Show game of all time. It is literally #1 on Metacritic. I kind of just want to see what this gameplay has in store. Oh, that's a pop-up. Low key, though. That animation is absolutely still in MLB 24. I'm just pointing that out. I'm not a guy that really cares that much. It's an idle animation anyway, but it is funny to see animations from a 15-year-old game or a game that's 15 years older than what we're currently playing. You know what I mean? It's funny to see those animations still here. Let's go, Ryan Zimmerman. I expect a lot out of you in these 3 seasons. Ooh, that was actually kind of disgusting. Now it's Josh Beckett on the mound. Look at Soriano, bro. His toe is basically on the plate. Hold on. I actually do want to try to, like, pitch. I just kind of want to see what the interface looks like. I should be on meter pitching, so yeah, I mean, I'm obviously familiar with that. I got him to 2 strikes. If you're going to be crouched in on the plate, I'm throwing the ball high and in. Oh, God, he almost just destroyed that. I'm still going low and in with a 4-seam fastball here. I'm challenging him. Got him. Josh Beckett, that's my ace. Okay, let's try to hit. I think I'm just on, like, normal hitting. I think I just have to press the button. Oh, my dude. I don't know if there's some input delay or something, but yo, that 91-mile-an-hour fastball looked like it was 800 miles per hour. There we go. We put something in play. It's actually hit fairly well. Not well enough, though. Come on, Grandy, man. Get into one. Oh, God. That was going to be a ball, I think, wasn't it? Big Poppy time. Ooh, I could have crushed that. So is there a PCI or no? Oh, wait. Plate coverage indicator on. Okay, let's see what this is like now. Oh, yeah, there is a PCI. Oh, my God. Bro, that was disgusting. But no, we're going to the next half inning. I got to try to get a hit. I got to get 1 hit. I am on All-Star, by the way. Damn. Fair ball. Fair ball. Let's go. Finally, I got a hit. Mike Napoli's going 2. First hit on MLB 10, the show. Oh, Josh Beckett is in. Okay, I'm going to try to bunt him over to third base. Why is it not bunting? Is it not triangle in this game? Oh, it's circle. Oh. There we go. There we go. That gets him to third base. That's honestly a perfect bunt. I'll take that all day. All right, Jose Reyes, you got 2 outs. We need this run. Oh, I thought that was going to be down at first. I thought that was going to keep slicing towards the line. But yeah, MLB 10 gameplay is about... It's exactly what I expected. I didn't start playing MLB The Show until MLB 12. That's when I originally got a PS3. So this is actually one of the only times I've played MLB 10. But now let's go ahead and see if I can make the World Series with this Padres team. All right, we've made it to the All-Star break, and we have a good battle in the division. We're half a game out. The Diamondbacks are in first place. The Giants are also right there. In the Central, the Cubs have a 1.5 game lead. The Nationals have a nice lead in the East. Over in the AL West, the Angels are killing it. 55 wins. The Royals are in first by half a game. There are 4 teams within a game of first place in this division. And then, of course, the AL East, the Yankees are in dead last. 15 games out of the division. Dude, I knew that team was going to suck. I don't know what happened in their draft. I don't know if they had like the 30th pick or whatever, but that roster looked bad. Let's take a look at some of the league leaders and see where people are at. I'm looking for any Padres here. Home runs. None of the Padres are on the front page in home runs here. RBIs? Anybody? No? Okay. We got a couple guys for stolen bases, though. Jose Reyes has 32 bags. Ellsbury, 21 at the All-Star break. Maybe some of our pitchers are doing well. We do have Josh Beckett. 8 wins, over a 4 ERA, though. Not incredible. Trevor Hoffman doing great with 27 saves. But yeah, nobody on the Padres is really, you know, going crazy in terms of, you know, being at the top of their game. So this is the point where we start looking at some trades and start looking at how to make the team better. And I'm also adding one more challenge to this video when it comes to trades. And that's that every trade I make has to start with a player from the trade block. I can add more players to the trade, but the initial player has to be available on the trade block. But Pujols is apparently on the trade block, and he's with the Nationals? Did the Rockies trade him? The Nationals acquired Albert Pujols for Lance Berkman and Brandon Wood. I mean, dude, that means I can try to get Albert Pujols if I want to. Carl Crawford's also on the block. Lance Berkman. So the Rockies and Nationals made a trade, including Lance Berkman and Pujols, and now they're both on the trade block? What is going on? Well, you know what? Before I start looking at trades, I should probably see, like, what I actually need. Kobe Ellsbury is only hitting 239. Not that great. Zimmerman only hitting 225. I kind of expected better from him. 265 for Bruce with 16 homers. 250. Man, my team is kind of underperforming. What about my pitching? Beckett has an ERA over 4. Kazmir over 4. Andy Pettit's all right. 3.71, 4.4 for Anibal Sanchez. Yeah, I might need... I feel like I should try to focus on getting one good starting pitcher and one good position player. I think that's what I need to focus on. As far as starting pitchers on the block, we have Ted Lilly available. He's 34. We have Derek Holland. He's got a 7.94 ERA. No thanks. Tommy Hanson, 4.96 ERA. Ben Sheets might be the best starting pitcher available for me. Carlos Pena there. Pujols. I wonder if I could find a way to get Pujols. It would probably take a lot, but he would be a sick guy to get. Bill Maurer's on the block, so they're trying to get rid of him. Brandon Webb. Ooh, Brandon Webb looks good. He's gonna cost a lot, though. He's gonna be a heavy price on the market. Cliff Lee. I mean, he's got a 4.17 ERA, but I mean, Cliff Lee wouldn't be too bad to get. And I think that's it. All right, so my options are limited for starting pitchers. I feel like I should probably try to go for Ben Sheets just because he's not the highest overall pitcher. He's still probably going to take a lot to get, but maybe I can make something work. I do feel like I should trade Trevor Hoffman, though. He's had a very good season. He's a very good reliever for me, but he's 42 years old. I can't imagine that he's going to keep playing after this year. I feel like I should probably try to get something in return for Trevor Hoffman. So let me offer him. If I offer them another reliever. Oh, there we go. There's an interest meter. Okay. 2 relievers for Ben Sheets. Let me send this and see what they like. The interest level is pretty high. I don't know if I have to get it all the way to the end of the bar, but I think I'm probably going to make this move. Oh, they're considering the offer. I thought I turned that feature off. Well, let me simulate through the All-Star break and maybe they will make that trade for me. Nope, never mind. The trade was rejected. Okay, so I have to like straight up get it almost all the way to the top of the interest bar. I mean, I know I can do it with Trevor Hoffman, and then who was the other guy I brought in here? Wilburn Caps. Wait, wasn't this the same trade that I made? And now the interest bar is full? I mean, I'll offer it again. I don't know. Let's see if this even works. Simulate this day. I don't know how long it's gonna take. Oh, trade accepted. Ben Sheets is now in the rotation. All right, now we're talking. We made one of our 2 trades. And now, like I said, I should probably try to get a solid hitter here. Aramis Ramirez might be pretty good to get. I'll have an extra year of control on him for his contract. Yeah, Pujols is like very good, but I'm gonna have to spend a lot of money to re-sign him in the offseason. By the way, when I say I can only make one major free agent signing in each offseason, that means somebody new to the team. If I'm re-signing somebody that I already had, that doesn't count. It has to be somebody new we're bringing in. Yeah, I'm kind of leaning towards Aramis Ramirez right here. He might be a good guy to pick up. Ryan Zimmerman isn't having a great year. David Ortiz is doing fine. 10 homers, 55 ribbies. I would like to get a little bit more out of a first baseman for sure, but I'd be willing to part ways with Ryan Zimmerman. I'm okay with that. I know he's young, but I think I need a little bit more offensive production. Plus, there's that extra year of control with Aramis Ramirez. So far, it doesn't look like I can add anything that makes the interest meter go up on the A's. Do they just really not want to give me Aramis Ramirez? Bro, this makes no sense. I'm literally offering my best 2 starting pitchers. I'm not actually going to make that trade, but like the interest meter just isn't moving at all. They just really don't want to give me Aramis Ramirez. Carlos Gonzalez is another guy that's on the trade block. He might be a fun one to try to pick up. And with his overall, I feel like he wouldn't cost that much. I could trade Andy Pettit straight up for him. Andy Pettit has had like a decent year, 86 strikeouts, 6-6 record, but he's also 37 years old. I could definitely get something for him now. Like I could make this trade straight up, but I honestly feel like I could probably even get a little bit more from the Diamondbacks here. Dude, I could legitimately flip Andy Pettit to get Carlos Gonzalez, Brett Cecil, and Jeremy Guthrie. Bro, this trade seems like an absolute no-brainer to me. Let go of my 37-year-old starter, get a 24-year-old position player. Brett Cecil is having an awesome year, and Jeremy Guthrie, he's just another guy to add to the mix. I am absolutely going to offer this trade to the D-backs. The Diamondbacks have accepted the trade. So in this deadline, I flipped a 42-year-old reliever for Ben Sheets, and I was able to get a 23-year-old Brett Cecil, Jeremy Guthrie, and Carlos Gonzalez. I think that's a pretty good deadline. But now it's the moment of truth. Let's simulate to the end of the season. We got to get a playoff spot. Well, unfortunately, my trades did not work out. We finished 8 games under 500. The Dodgers barely won the division, beating out the Diamondbacks. The Pirates and Cubs tied for the best record in the Central. The Nationals won 100 games. The Angels won 103. The White Sox and Indians both made it, and the Rays finished at the top of the East. MVP went to Albert Pujols. He was on the trade block. A-Rod won it in the AL, 62 homers. He broke the record. AL Cy Young was Greg Smith, so Cleveland got the Cy Young and the MVP. John Danks won it in the NL. But let's go ahead and see who wins the World Series in 2010. The Angels defeat the Dodgers in 2010. And World Series MVP is Buster Posey. It doesn't matter if it's an alternate universe, man. Buster Posey is destined to be a 2010 champion. All right, we're in the off season. I've offered like arbitration and all that stuff to the players that I currently have. So we'll see if all of these guys start accepting their deals. These are all the free agents available on the market. Albert Pujols is available. Brandon Webb, Soriano, Jeter, Jimmy Rollins, Berkman. Okay, so like everybody. I mean, I think when it comes to the off season, I should probably just try to sign the best player available. I made some good trades last season, I think. Even though I didn't make the playoffs, I think I was smart with my trades, unloading some of the older players for some of the younger ones. I have the money to spend. I'm gonna offer Albert Pujols, yeah, we'll offer him a 5-year, $90 million deal. Let's see what happens. The Nationals actually offered him 7 years, 103. You know what? Let me withdraw that. He's looking for 18 million, 4 to 6 years. I'll give him 6 years, 107. Josh Beckett is no longer interested. Hang on a second. Oh, the White Sox took him from me. That sucks. Dude, the Reds are trying to take Pujols away from me too. They're offering him 144 over 8. Who can play that game? I'm gonna give him 150. Artie Moreno simulator. No! Pujols to the Yankees? 6 years, 113. Damn it, dude. Okay, Albert's off the table. All right, that's fine. Still some decent guys available. Jimmy Rollins, sure. I could grab him and move like Jose Reyes to second base or something like that. The Angels are offering him 5 years, 85. Okay, you know what? Let's do it. We'll offer him 5 years, 87. He was not interested in the contract. Yeah, why would you be? What about if I give him 4 years, 80 million? How about that, Jimmy? Tell me that's good enough. The Angels are still beating us. Why? You want 500? You know what? You can have 500. Screw it. Oh, now he's interested, but the Angels, who are offering him 15 million less dollars, are still the favorite. Is it because they won the World Series? Is that what it is? Okay. We got Jimmy Rollins. Did I overpay? Probably. Yeah, by a lot. But you know what? We got our big free agent signing. That's it. All right, this is what we're going into the next season with. We have the addition of Jimmy Rollins. Jose Reyes will now be playing second base. Carlos Gonzalez should be a staple in this lineup. Steven Drew could be used as a valuable trade piece here in the second season, considering we have our middle infield pretty much set. I definitely think starting pitching should 100% be the focus going into the trade deadline in year 2. Losing Josh Beckett really hurts this rotation a lot. Ooh, the Tigers are offering me a trade. I started simulating. Let's see what the Tigers are willing to give me. AJ Burnett. Okay, hold on a minute. They're willing to give me a good starting pitcher for a reliever that I genuinely do not care about. Granted, I'll have to take on AJ Burnett's contract, but dude, he absolutely helps out my rotation right now. Oh my God, this is huge because I would still have Steven Drew available to trade at the I'm making this trade. This is insane that that's the trade that was offered to me. That instantly makes this team better. By the way, yeah, I did say earlier that I'm only trading for players that are on the trade block. But that trade was sent to me. Those ones I can accept. I think we all understand that. But just clarification on that. So here we are at the deadline, and it is not looking good, dude. 6 games under 500. I am surprised that this team is playing this poorly. Pirates in first place, Nationals in first over there, Angels once again winning the division, Royals and Cleveland are tied, and then you have the Blue Jays in the lead in the East. Okay, why are we struggling? I want to know why we're struggling. Steven Drew not hitting great. That's not good considering you're going to get traded. Jimmy Rollins is doing all right. Ben Sheets and AJ Burnett are not having great years. Donnie Fiery straight up sucks. I got to get this guy off the team. So him and Steven Drew, I'm willing to get rid of. I mean, I could get Roy Oswalt, but I'd have to re-sign him after this year, and then David Price. Get Steven Drew in this package. Who else could we give to the Blue Jays to try to get David Price? I want Donnie Fiery gone. I want him out of here. But it doesn't seem like the Blue Jays are interested in either of the guys that I have offered, which is not great for me. What about Brandon Morrow, though? I could get Brandon Morrow straight up for Steven Drew. I like that a lot. I could get Brandon Morrow straight up for Steven Drew. Is there anybody else I could take from them to add onto this deal? The interest level definitely goes down if I offer, or if I try to get Chris Carpenter, but what if I offer a rookie starting pitcher? Wow, they do not want Scott Casimir at all. I don't know. I don't know if I'll be able to do that. Wait a minute. I could give up Jay Bruce. At 18 home runs, though, I kind of need that offensive production. The thing I'm thinking, though, is I have Carlos Gonzalez, I have Ellsbury, and I have Curtis Granderson. So, like, I still have 3 solid outfielders. I don't know if it's worth giving up Jay Bruce. Actually, is it? It might be worth giving up Jay Bruce if I can get Chris Carpenter and Brandon Morrow. I would definitely lose a little offensive production, but I genuinely think I need more help on the starting pitching side than I needed on the offensive side. I think I might make this move. I actually could even get a little bit more right here. I could add another player to this deal. Dude, I can add this guy too. Felix Paye? I don't know how to say his name. I'm sorry. I turned Steven Drew, a guy that I don't need because I have 2 bona fide middle infielders, to 2 starting pitchers and a guy that can hopefully replace Jay Bruce's production. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and offer this trade. They should accept that. The Orioles have accepted the trade offer. So like I said, we lost out on Jay Bruce, but we did pick up another guy that can hopefully fill in for some of that offense. And now our rotation looks good. Assuming that everybody performs well enough, nobody starts underperforming, I like this rotation a lot. Please let me make the postseason, man. Please don't let me screw this up. We have to get this done within the next 2 seasons. Let's go. Okay, we're entering September. 3 games over 500. Starting it off with a couple wins. I don't care about any of this. Get out of here. Big series coming up with the Padres, or the Giants and the Dodgers, and we got cooked. Okay. And we're losing to the last place Rockies there. Yeah, this looks like another season where we're not going to make it. Yeah, this is definitely over. Damn it, dude. The same record. This time we finished 21 games out of first. Oh my God. What happened, man? What happened? How'd the rotation do? 387, 371. AJ Burnett kind of sucked, but low-key, like, this pitching wasn't the worst in the league. Was the bullpen awful? Jeremy Guthrie's in the pen. The bullpen ERAs look good. I don't know, man. I don't know what's going wrong, but I have to go all out if I want to win in this next season. Who won MVP and stuff in 2011? Adam Dunn won the NL MVP, and A-Rod wins back-to-back. Greg Smith won the Cy Young. Didn't he win it in the last season too? I don't remember. And then John Danks. So John Danks has back-to-back, assuming this is the next season, right? Yeah. Well, let's see what happens in the playoffs. Let's see who wins the 2011 World Series. And there you go. Cleveland wins the 2011 World Series. And World Series MVP in 2011 is Nelson Cruz. Wow. Wow. Nelson Cruz got his redemption in this alternate universe. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to begin the offseason. I need to make the biggest free agent splash possible. We are going to lose David Ortiz. That's fine. And now these are the free agents available going into this offseason. All right, so we know David Ortiz retired. So Ryan Howard should be like #1 on the list. I don't have a ton of budget available. I spent a lot in the last offseason just re-signing people. And then, of course, the 5-year deal for Jimmy Rollins, which I kind of regret. I'm going to offer Ryan Howard literally as much as I can. I need him. 6 years, 108. We're going to be in the red for sure, but he's number 1 on the list right now.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
Are you kidding me? 2 years, 23 million. I offered him over 100. What is going on? Who else is available? Carlos Beltran? Sure. Let's make him an offer. Yeah, I need to sign somebody. Oh my God, you gotta be kidding me, dude. And now he's off the board. All right, you know what? Let's screw it. Let's offer a contract to Jonathan Broxton and maybe we'll trade him. I don't know. Boom. I can't believe my major free agent signing was Jonathan Broxton. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is now or never. This is the lineup going into season 3. I don't know why Jose Reyes is playing first base. That's not supposed to happen. This is the rotation. I think the rotation is solid. Plus, we've got Jonathan Broxton in the bullpen. It's time to find out if this team has what it takes. Now, I'm actually going to approach this season just a little differently. I'm going to simulate to about a month before the All-Star break. Just kind of see where we are. And that way I can kind of get more of like an early jump on if I need to make a trade sooner rather than later. You know what I mean? I'm worried that if I wait until the All-Star break, it might be too late. We're 6 games behind the Dodgers. We're neck and neck with the Giants for second place in this division. 3.5 out of the wild card. Okay, let's take a look at the trade block. Let's see who's available. So, wow, Josh Hamilton is available. That's crazy. Eric Jeter is available. You had Mike Cameron down here. I haven't looked at, like, how my team is doing. I'm just kind of looking for big names. Aramis Ramirez again. Wow, Tim Lincecum. Miguel Cabrera is available. Kevin Youkilis. Brandon Phillips, Carlos Lee. There's some guys on there. But before I start doing that, let's take a look at how the team is actually doing. Curtis Granderson's only hitting 202, but he's got 10 homers. Hey, the team's doing all right, but not great. As far as the rotation, honestly, the pitching is actually looking pretty good. Problem is, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get anybody like major here. Like Josh Hamilton, I can't imagine is going to be attainable for me here. I'm gonna have to settle for somebody that's a little bit more attainable, I guess. Like Adrian Gonzalez is not a bad option here. He's not the highest overall, so I wonder how much interest I can get for maybe like this top 5 prospect pitcher. Yeah, I would need to give up quite a bit. I'm okay with parting ways with Broxton, by the way. I couldn't care less about him. I didn't even really want to sign him. It just kind of ended up that way. No, I'm not gonna trade Ryan Zimmerman. I'm not gonna do that. Jose Reyes is only hitting 248. He's only got 66 at-bats. Bro, I am totally okay with getting rid of Jose Reyes. I could get Vladimir Guerrero and Adrian Gonzalez. Yeah, Vlad is 37, but I don't know. It could be worth it just for the final year. I don't know. He's the second best player on the Red Sox right now. I'll take Vlad and Agon. Screw it. So now I have Vladimir Guerrero and Adrian Gonzalez in this lineup. Okay. And I like the way the pitching is looking right now, so we're in good shape. I could get Mike Adams, so I could get a major league reliever back for Young Stockton and Isidro Aguilar for Enrique Salas. I'm gonna send this trade. I'm just gonna do it. Like I said, there's just not really much I'm gonna be able to do. So that's just gonna be my second trade, and we're just gonna hope that this is enough to push us into the playoffs. All right, dude, let's hope that we did enough at the deadline to push us over the hump and finally make it to the postseason. The moves we made not only got us to the playoffs, but we got a 100-win season and won the division. Oh my God, we actually finished with the same record as the Dodgers, but I guess we had the tiebreaker. Pirates won the Central, the Nationals won the East, the Angels won the AL West, Cleveland and Kansas City made it in the Central, and then the Red Sox won the East. Gotta see who is MVP. Clayton Kershaw wins MVP. Okay. And Brett Anderson, 2 starting pitchers won MVP. That's crazy. And of course, how does Clayton Kershaw win MVP but not the Cy Young? Oh, but finally, it is time for the playoffs. I kind of just want to go in and see what the postseason atmosphere looks like in this older game. And here we are, man. MLB 10, the show, game 1 of the NLDS. See if Chris Carpenter can start this off with a strikeout. Yes, he can. Oh, man, dude, the game is, like, laggy with this, like, postseason atmosphere and whatever. Oh, what a play at first from Agon, dude. Oh. No, he's in. That was a great play, and then Chris Carpenter's just decided that he doesn't know how to walk. We absolutely cannot let that run score. Come on. I'm not playing, by the way. This is all a CPU. I just want to see what happens here in this first inning. Popped him up. Let's go. Here's Adam Dunn. Didn't he win an MVP last year or something? 3-2, 2 outs. Come on. Put him away, Carpenter. Sit Adam Dunn down. Man, Agon is ready for anything at first base. Come on, Ellsbury, get things started. Up the middle, let's go. That's a base runner for the Padres. So we've seen a botched play at first and now a pickoff. Can't say this first inning hasn't had any action. That's gonna be 2. Well, here's Big Daddy Vladdy, the trade deadline acquisition. Honestly, not even the main piece of that deal. I was going after Agon. Vlad was just a plus. Makes the play at second. All right, no runs for either side in the first. But now I'm going to fast forward to the end of the game and just see what happens. Jimmy Rollins, player of the game. I guess he had a 2-run home run. And the Padres do take game 1 on a walk-off in the 11th inning. Okay, hold on. I want to see who hit that. Curtis Granderson doubled to right to drive in Jimmy Rollins. We got game 1. I'm going to go ahead and simulate game 2. We're up 2-0 in the series. Can we win this on the road? Yes, we can. We're going on to the NLDS, or I'm sorry, the NLCS against either the Nationals or the Dodgers. And it looks like it's going to be the Washington Nationals. All right, let's simulate game 1. We're up 1-0 in the series. Game 2, we're tied. That's fine. Got to get back ahead here. Oh, down 2-1. I don't like that. Tied it up. Come on. Come on. 3-2 going back to San Diego. Ben Sheets on the mound. Got to get it done here. Need a big start out of you, Ben. The Padres are going to the World Series to take on Cleveland. Cleveland featuring A-Rod, Heath Bell, Carlos Zambrano, Nelson Cruz. It's time for game 1 of the World Series. The Cleveland Indians versus the San Diego Padres. And that's going to be out number 1. Let's go. You got to get this guy, Carpenter. We don't want anybody on for A-Rod. And it looks like we're going to have 2 down. And here he comes, dude. He's already hit 3 home runs in this postseason. A-Rod is going to be tough to deal with in this World Series. That was a strike. Looks kind of low to me. Let's go, baby. Carlos Zambrano on the mound. Let's get after him. Nice start. Leadoff hit. And that's going to be a double play to basically just erase that. Not good, man. Not good. Maybe Vladdy has the magic here. 3-2 on Vlad. Mike Napoli on deck here. Woo! And he goes down looking. Good pitch. All right, I'm going to fast forward to the end of the game. I just want to see who wins. Yeah, looks like Cleveland's taking game 1 on the road. Yeah, 6-3 victory. They put up a 4 spot in the 4th inning. That's okay. Still a long series. Plenty of time left. Let's see if we can take game 2. We can. All right, evened up the series. Now we're in Cleveland. Lose game 3. They're up 2-1. Lose game 4. Don't tell me we're going to lose in 5. Damn it. Cleveland wins again. Who was it? Hideki Matsui wins World Series MVP. 7 hits in the World Series. Well, I could not win the World Series in 3 years with this fantasy draft Padres team. I tried though. I made some good moves that ultimately got me to the World Series. Just couldn't finish the job. So here's the PSN code. Here's the Xbox code. Have fun. I hope you get them. I really wanted to win that though, man. Damn.